What's up, everybody? We are live back here on a Sunday night on the Let's Talk Live podcast. It's November 13th, 2022. How's everybody doing this evening? We are streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and soon, hopefully soon, on Rumble as well. We're streaming live to all those platforms. If you're not over there, please make sure to go over and join all of those platforms. So happy Sunday, everybody. Man, I've been doing a lot of thinking over this last 24 hours. And I have to say that, last night's show was fantastic. So we had Bezos here on the channel hanging out, and also Design LTA, Jay. And I also want to wish Jay a lot of luck in his AP design submission. So hopefully he'll be hearing something about that in the next couple of days. But tonight, I've been doing a lot of thinking. I already kind of said that already, but this FTX crypto crash, it's getting more interesting. I came across a couple of articles on it today that I want to bring you guys up to speed, because this is a hot topic right now, and I think that people need to be talking about this. I mean, I think this is going to severely affect a lot of people. I think you're going to find out a lot of celebrities are caught up in this. You're going to find out a lot of companies are caught up in this. I mean, some high-profile celebrities right now. Tom Brady, it's reportedly $650 million loss, just allegedly and reported. I'm not sure how much of his money, him and Giselle had their money wrapped up in that, but they were big sponsors and big shareholders of FTX. I think Tiger Woods is wrapped up in this. So it's going to remains to be seen what happens here, especially with this FTX crypto crash. But real quick, let me get to this super sticker. Bezos bezel with a $199 super sticker. I do appreciate that. We'll give you a bell for that one. But friends, let me pull up this article for you. I think it's really interesting. It's something that we need to take a look at and explain. There has been an update. The Daily Mail. DailyMail.com says FTX founder and two senior executives are, quote, under observation by authorities, end quote, holed up in luxurious Bahamas resort owned by Tiger Woods and Justin Timberlake as they plot to escape a non-extradition safe haven in Dubai. And friends, I am going to get to the Timepiece Gentleman segment this evening, but I want to cover this. This is important. The disgraced founder of FTX is currently holed up in a luxurious Bahamas resort with two of his closest lieutenants as his crypto empire continues to crumble. A new source reports that Sam Bankman-Fried, 30 years old, is plotting to escape to Dubai, a land with no extradition treaties. The Wall Street Journal reports on Thursday that the U.S. Department of Justice was plotting an investigation into FTX practices. Bankman-Fried is reported with his co-founder Gary Wang and the company's director of engineering, Naseed Singh. And it goes on to say the founder and former CEO of collapsing crypto trader Sam Bankman-Fried is said to be holed up. I think that's supposed to be held up. I'm not sure. Is it hold or held? Note to the editor. With members of his inner circles in the Bahamas while his empire collapses around him. Bankman-Fried, 30, resigned from the FTX on Friday as a crypto exchange filed for bankruptcy, and reports emerged that up to $2 billion in client funds have vanished. from the company's book in recent weeks. According to Cointelegraph, the disgraced former CEO is holed up in an Albany tower alongside FTX co-founder Gary Wang and the company's director of engineering, Naseed Singh. I'm telling you, got to look into it. Got to find these guys. Got to hold them responsible because they're going to slip through. It's not clear if Wang, who is FTX chief technology officer, and Singh, the company's director of engineering, have resigned their positions as the crypto trader. Right now, the three of them, Sam, Gary, and Naseed, are under supervision in the Bahamas, which means it'll be hard for them to leave. The same source says that Bankman-Fried's plan to escape to Dubai and the United Arab Emirates, a country that has no extradition treaties, as well as the walls close in around him. This dude is in a lot of trouble. And if I was him, I wouldn't want to be him right now. I certainly would not want to be in his shoes. Let's see. It goes on. It says the Wall Street Journal reports on November 9th that the U.S. Department of Justice and Securities and Exchange Commissions were plotting an investigation into FTX. The sources added that Bankman-Fried's father, Joseph, is also present. DailyMail.com has reached out to Bankman-Fried for comment. I doubt that he's saying anything at this time. The resort where Bankman-Fried is hiding out is owned by golfer legend Tiger Woods and British billionaire Joe Louis and singer Justin Timberlake. In 2018, Forbes feature referred to Albany as, quote, one of the most exclusive resorts in the world, end quote. The article noted that the residents at the resort are owned by, quote, some of the globe's richest few, end quote, while having vacation rentals. Let's see here. The Cointelegraph report that speculative that the groups are being monitored by the authorities in the Bahamas and will be forbidden for leaving the country. That have been multiplied rumors swirling around Bankman-Fried's whereabouts since the collapse of FTX. In various messages, reporters said they have denied that they escaped. He has denied that he has escaped to Argentina. Yeah, I saw something about a flight. They were monitoring or looking at some flight, or watching some flight, supposedly that he was on. But this is crazy. Among the issues being investigated in the fact that Bankman-Fried has transferred $10 billion of FTX customer funds to his trading company, Alameda Research. The company is run by Bankman-Fried's girlfriend, Caroline Estlin. According to her LinkedIn page, she is based in the Bahamas. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on here. I'm not going to go on to read the entire article here, but I think you guys are getting the gist of what's going on with FTX. And I think this is something that, I know a lot of people that were on the FTX platform that had crypto on the FTX platform, and it's gone. Completely gone now. There's no way to get into it. And like I said, this happened to me with Voyager app back in March. And the crazy thing about it, if you didn't watch last night's show, there was bankruptcy claimed by Voyager. The Security and Trades Commission got involved, and it went to it was a class action lawsuit. It went to court, and basically what happened was there were bids to buy out Voyager so customers could get their money back, or just at least a percentage of their money back, and to be able to trade that back on a different platform, or get like 60 to 80% of their money back and cash out. Well, you didn't watch last night's show. If you didn't know and you haven't been following this, guess who won the bid to buy Voyager? FTX. So FTX purchases Voyager, buys their debt, goes to combine that into their platform. Voyager was notifying me along the way. I had to sign off on digital paperwork to okay the purchase from FTX. Now this doesn't look like it's going to go through. I'm screwed. If you owned any money on the Voyager platform, it's gone. You're never going to get that. I don't even think you're going to see any of this FTX money either. It's gone. It's in the ether. See you later. I also wanted to do is I found a great video here that explains in about a minute and 40 of actually what's going on here with FTX. Let me pull that up. And I want to, shout out to Anthony Brian Logan, his YouTube channel and his website here. And shout out to Nobody Special on Twitter. So let's pull this up and play it through.
This is Sam Bankman-Fried.
People
call him SBF. He's the founder of FTX. He also controlled a crypto hedge fund called Alameda Research, but that's all gone now. He wants you to think he's this sweet guy. He even brought in a famous YouTuber who called him the most generous man in the world. Yep, that happened. Truth is, Sam Bankman-Fried is a liar and a crook. His personal crypto, FTX token, was basically a Ponzi scheme hidden below layers of Moonbro jargon. He even went on Bloomberg's podcast and bragged about it. Yep, that happened. He used his Ponzi token as collateral to borrow billions of real dollars that he couldn't pay back. He then used those real dollars to build an empire out of dying companies like Voyager and BlockFi. This led Jim Cramer to call him the new JP Morgan. That's weird. It's not like Jim Cramer to promote a billionaire con artist. SBF sold people cryptos like Bitcoin, or so they thought. What they really bought from SBF was an IOU. But as long as everyone didn't cash in their IOU at the same time, the scheme worked. Until it didn't. This other a-hole who hates SBF came along and engineered a bank run with some passive-aggressive tweets. It worked. SBF didn't have enough money to repay everyone at once, and now his customers have lost everything. He'll be happy to know that this is exactly how every bank in the world operates. So where did all the money go? He misappropriated $4 billion trying to save his failing hedge fund. Whoops, that's a felony. He spent $21 million on Super Bowl commercials, $5 million for the big guy, $40 million in campaign donations. I wonder what he wanted in return. And everyone who's pointing at this story and saying,
this is exactly why we need to regulate crypto.
Remember that SBF stole billions. That's already a crime. And he spent a lot of it on bribing politicians. Also a crime, in order to create a crypto monopoly for himself. Government regulations don't protect the customers. They protect the crooks. That's exactly what SBF was trying to do.
Boom. Perfectly said. Well done, sir. You have won the internet. That's a great video. I want to go back just a little bit right there. He said for the big guy. And we all know who that is. We all know who the big guy is. He's Bankman-Fried is a huge donator to the Democrat Party. And there's a rumor, an article that I actually read today, that he was planning in the next election to donate $1 billion. That's with a B, not an M. B, $1 billion to the Democrat Party. Crazy stuff. So, I'm going to continue to follow this story. I want to see what some of the fallout happens here. See whose names get dragged into to this. I'm sure you're going to see a lot of celebrity names pop up, and it'll be interesting. It will be interesting, my friends. So, going on to the Timepiece Gentleman segment, I was sitting here the other day kind of thinking about Timepiece Gentleman, what it actually would cost to run that business, to run that YouTube channel. And I wrote down some notes. I'm going to pull those up and we'll go through them here. And I just find it very, wow, is it even cost effective to be running that YouTube channel? I just don't see it. And I don't know how they generate this money. It's interesting. So let's take a look here. Let me see if I can show it there on the screen. Let's do a focus mode, a little bit easier. So Timepiece Gentlemen, they got 35,500 subscribers. You got two videographers, Darby and Brian. And I looked up an average salary of a videographer in California times 2. So he's paying $160,000 a year in salaries. And this is a rough estimate. Okay. So you have Liz, that's Darby's girlfriend. He probably throws her on the payroll in some sense. I said, an average salary, you give someone an average salary, let's just say it's $50,000 a year. You got the security guard, George. I looked up private security out in California, yearly, 60 to 80 grand, give or take. He's paying for Liz and Darby's rental, and, rumors out there that property is $10,000 to $12,000. That's going to be $100,000 to $120,000 yearly. He's paying for Darby's Corvette. That's a lease. Let's just say that conservatively, that's $1,000 to $1,200 a month. Yearly, that's going to work out conservatively to about $10,000 a year. Brian, the videographer, the Mustang that he got, and that's a high-end, it's probably a full trim Mustang, all the bells and whistles. You got a conservatively, and another conservative lease on that, $1,000 to $1,200 a month. It's going to be about $10K a year. And he goes out and he buys 3 watches for Darby, Liz, and Brian. They sold them right away after gifting to them. And it's $40,000-$50,000 washed down the drain. I'm trying to read sign language here, Basil. Trying to read sign language here. I got a hand to mouth. Yeah, hand to mouth. Definitely. Hand to mouth. And then you got to figure they have YouTube expenses, which is going to be the dinners, the entertainment, the travel, gas, camera equipment, the promotions, the giveaways. Let's just do that at a conservative rough estimate of $80,000 to $100,000 a year. Yeah, hand to mouth. I got it. Hand to mouth. So conservatively, you know what that adds up to? Let's reveal it. Let me see if I can do this right. We'll reveal it. It's $120,000 a year to run TPG. And, that basically the YouTube channel. It's based around that. $520, it's $500,000 to run that. Where the hell's the money coming from? Think about that. $520,000 a year. Where is that money coming from? And I think this has been the big question. This has been the big question that people want answered. I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. Is it an investor? It's got to be an investor. Someone still has to be investing in this company. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money to run a YouTube channel. And again, flipping watches, is that what's paying the bills? I don't see it. I don't see it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Where is the money? Where is the money coming from? So what I tried to do, and I just don't know what the accuracy of this is. I tried to look up on, socialblade.com. That gives kind of some statistics of, YouTube channels. And I don't know how accurate it is. But let's just say, they're saying that estimated monthly earnings is between $87 and $1,400. The estimated yearly earnings is $1,000 to $16,000. I just don't see how that's accurate. And I've tried to do a little bit more research to see the accuracy of statistics and what people get paid off clicks and views. And my research, when I come down to it, I just don't think that there's enough money to generate. Look at his views. His views are even light. But I do find this a little weird in the subscriber count, 100 a day, 200 a day, 200 a day, 100 a day. You can see where there's been big pushes on videos, 18,000, 23,000, 10,000. They just kind of drop. His daily average is about 1,100. You can see here what he's averaging daily. I don't know how accurate this is. It's supposed to give a representation of the statistics, but I just don't see where the money is. Money's not there. Money is not there. $520,000. Bezos. Investors mostly imagine in YouTube and whatever profit they're earning. It's funny. Someone said to me a while back, there's some crypto company that I think it was die if it was FTX, but there was a crypto company that Steve will do it guy that he's a crazy YouTuber. He does all these weird stunts and stuff like that. And apparently he was involved in a crypto company that was paying him a lot of money and supporting him on his YouTube videos. And I forget how he got to the actual point of it. It was kind of connecting all the dots. And someone was saying, maybe he's involved with this crypto company that's, paying out videos, but I just don't see where the return is. Where's the return? Basil saying credit as well. Could be credit. Could be credit. I mean, it's pretty easy to get, credit cards. You base, some fake income and reach out to a Amex or what is it, Capital One. Say I have this business and I need to get some credit cards, and I do know I have friends that have businesses and they've had to fall back on credit cards and use those to float the business, to move it along, to try to make it profitable. Some do catch up, but most of them fail. Most of them can't get caught up. So then they get caught up in all this crazy credit and having to owe tons of money. So I don't know. I've really, and I think, it's funny, and shout out to Watch Nicholas. I mean, I know I was watching one of his streams the other day, and he was actually talking about this, where is Grand Caliber and especially Timepiece Gentlemen, where are they getting the money to run these companies? Bezos also says business loans, whatever they can do, whatever they can work out. 100%. And again, I think I go back to staying in Dallas, keeping small. Dude, if he doesn't need 2 videographers. He doesn't need that. He can clearly set up a camera. He can clearly film himself. Cut down, even if you're going to keep Darby and Liz around. Cut down Brian. You don't need him. Security guy, that guy can go. That's all that's all looks and show and all that crap. I really don't even think he needs him at this point. It's not like, you're seeing him like he was before, running around with a backpack and suitcases of watches. Mostly all the content now is on the phone deals, and you get 20-30 minutes of just him talking on the phone with someone about a singular watch. So it's not like they're bringing all of these watches out in public. You cut the fake it till you make it. Fake it until you make it. Cut the salaries, cut Liz, cut Darby, send them back to Texas, cut the security guard, cut the monthly rental, Liz and Darby's. And I'm you got to look at too. He's got probably his place he's paying for. But it's funny. Speaking of that, how he was very showboaty and had to show his living arrangements all the time. You don't see that anymore. You don't see the living arrangements anymore. You don't see the big penthouses. And I think this is why we continue to still hang around. We continue to hang around to wait for that car crash. And I think when it happens, or if it does happen, or when it happens, everybody's going to say, see, I told you so. I told you this was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. I've been saying it all along. So, remains to be seen. Remains to be seen. that's really all I had this evening. I just want to come on and do a quick Sunday show for you guys and just some interesting talking points. I wanted to keep the FTX crypto crash conversation going on because this is definitely something that I want to continue to watch and see where this goes. And I'm sure, over the next couple days to weeks, more information will emerge. I think you're going to hear a lot of celebrities at some point, if they've lost a lot of money in this, start speaking up. I know, what was it? One of the sports arena. Major League Baseball was involved in this. They had stake in FTX. There was an arena that was named after an FTX. And I know that they just recently changed their name the last 24 hours. So everybody's trying to run and hide and duck away from this big crypto scam. But if you were on the FTX platform and you rolled all your marbles on there and you lost all your money, oh boy, it's not going to be a very good Christmas. And it's, especially with the inflation, it's not going to be very good. But I wanted to just come on and do a quick show for you guys this evening. I'm trying to cut the shows down maybe to a half an hour because the replay on an hour, I'm just seeing that it's not quite there. So maybe these shorter shows will get a little bit more playback. And I'm going to try to stream a lot more over the week and just keep these down to about a half an hour. And if we got some good comments or flow going on, maybe we'll extend these out. And certainly, as always, I'm going to be dropping the link. So if anybody wants to jump on and discuss with me any of the topics that are going on, please do. But it's going to be an early night for me. I'm really tired. I just want to come on and do a quick 30-minute show for you guys. And I will be back, I believe, on Wednesday or Thursday night. I have my show set up for Thursday night, and we're going to go in and do a Grand Caliber walkthrough. The first time I've ever really watched one of their videos. I think it will be interesting. So that's going to end the show this evening. I appreciate everybody hanging out, watching. Bezos, thank you so much. Always being a huge supporter in the comments. And that's going to be it. I'll see you guys next time. And make sure if you're just popping in, you can jump back and watch the replay. For now, I'm Brian's Let's Talk Live podcast. I'll see you guys next time. Good night. Peace.